Они избегали скримы с нами, но теперь этого матча им не избежать. Мы готовимся очень плотно, чтобы показать свой максимум в этой игре.
We get the kill, but the spend goes down. It is going to be enough for Tribe, though.
So NAVI have had a great run this year. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they match up against us.
Oh man, I'm getting such different vibes from these two teams, right? In terms of how they, laid out their expectations there. But I think hearing from Spen there, he's sort of acknowledged that NAVI have really been on a tear lately, and they're a scary team.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a back and forth rivalry, a competitive one and a positive one of that, but definitely these two teams have had a lot of run-ins, and they therefore know exactly how each other play. And that's the thing now with the mind games that are at play and what's at stake. Who knows what they're going to bring out of their pocket today?
I mean, we'll have a chance to talk about NAVI a whole bunch here, but let's talk about this team. Listen, players you know really well personally. Tom and Spen, of course, were world champions. I don't know. I just remember the scenes of them wearing these incredible kingly capes, walking down and lifting the trophy. But that man in between them wasn't there in 2019. Drage is just old enough to even compete, in the BSC coming into the team this year. But, he changed his Twitter location at the start of the year to Worlds 2021. He knew this team was going to be there, and he was right.
Yeah, absolutely right. One of the most anticipated signings of this entire year, and in potentially Brawl history itself. I mean, we've been waiting a long time to see what Drage can bring to things, and again, Tom and Spen have got so much experience, but these guys have been together since the very beginning. So despite him not being able to compete, he's always been around, and like you rightly say, sort of preempting a little bit of their success. Tom and Spen have lifted that trophy. Drage, though, I have no doubt about it, will come in today and show why he is the character and the skill to back it up as well that he deserves to be.
And on the NAVI side of things, I know why MMA chose his name. The guy looks like Khabib Nurmagomedov, right? This guy, it looks like he's just walked out the octagon there. I reckon he's got himself styled to look just like that. But this NAVI team...
Wow, it's 2 gold skins on the side of Tribe. Drage going with the Mortis and Frank for Spen. Big brutes coming in, and they've got the HP to be able to push this back going into Bounty and Lake Egg. So Drage making the first play. Jump there from Jason. And Drage taken care of quickly.
Yeah, he does set things up for Spen, though, to at least find that elimination there. But the poppin' being used by Jason now to get out of trouble, and Spen is hightailing it away from that head first. As the dust settles, it's NAVI not only with the blue star, but a 1-star lead.
Yeah, Jason with big taps. He's got that super yet again. He's going to have to keep that in mind because, again, with the comp that Tribe are running, Piper is the weak link, ideally. Tom very low gets taken down as well. So that is going to be 8 stars and the blue star in favor of NAVI. The smash of Spen's hammer not going to connect with Jason either. So a chance to reset for Tribe. 1 minute remaining.
I mean, this composition doesn't have a lot to do against Tick's super, by the way. I mean, Drage just has to run away. He's been completely zoned out now, and so much of the map has been cleared up. So Drage now can't get close to NAVI without being detected. But Top's going to go with their beautiful stuff. Drage is there with the damage as well. Lifeblood going to drain MMA down, and that's Tribe EU back in the lead. But for how long? Homemade recipe clips Drage as he tries to get away.
Yeah, disastrous there. He's almost dashed into the shot, and it was a difficult one, and now outnumbered is Spen as all 3 of NAVI come in on that corner side of a ditch attempt for Drage. Couldn't quite get a super off there. I think the cancellation there actually came into effect as well. So now 6-star lead for NAVI, but they are back in that spawn. There is enough stars there with 1 big team wipe for Tribe to have to turn this one around in the final moments.
Oh, not good for Drage. He's got nowhere to hide, and Jason's able to pick him off now. Maybe a little bit of disrespect there from the young Brit. It goes against him. NAVI now looking confident. MMA able to knock Spen back. He gets a stunning blow on a Cube, who has 5 stars, and Drage is able to eat them up, but it's going to take more than that. There's just not enough time. Nicely done from Jason to super out of the way. NAVI start with that first round.
I think NAVI did great, honestly. I did love the strategy, though, from Tribe Gaming EU to come out with just really doubling down or tripling down on your tanks and your close range brawlers. I felt like it could have gone another way, but a couple of mistakes here and there, a couple of dashes that sort of ended in a few deaths, and that's what matters in Bounty. The kill death ratio is something that they're going to be going in with a much more prepared idea, and actually we're going to be seeing the same comps yet again. from both sides.
Sorry, okay. Tribe, yeah, they want to go in with the same look, but oh, it's going to be tough for Spen. He's going to be surrounded now. Drage needs to come to his rescue immediately. Spen gives a great account of himself, though, and is at least able to trade. It's a blue star for NAVI, and it's even in stars in general, so still more work needs to be done by Tribe. They are an all-in composition.
Good communication there. Tom coming in to tank for the ticket. Would like to have taken it down with the fists, really, but at the same time, definitely not one that Drage can really go and contest. The smash from Spen, not going to happen, though. And Tom going in, super on the aggressive, gets chased in the corner, gets the takedown as well. Super there to hand if he needs to come back out, but doesn't use it. Jason takes care of it.
Yeah, that's the issue. Tom used his gadget to have that extra sort of super minus the stun to get out, but he didn't have an escape route. That's been the problem for Tribe right now, and that's why they're still behind by a star, a blue one at that.
Yeah, I would like to have seen a bit of a dash out from Tom there, but I understand the reasons why he might want to preserve it. Drage is going to come in, my goodness me! And as quickly as that, he is a big bounty above his head, and I'm sure, no doubt, Spen and Tom are going to have to protect the president right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this. Tribe are giving up a lot of this map control because they frankly have to. They need to get to safety, which means letting NAVI move up like this. Tom tries to go aggressive there. He's only got 2 stars on him. He can do that, but he gives them away for free. And this means that Drage's hard-earned stars are only giving him a slim lead right now, and there's still 17 seconds left.
Yeah, that's great value from Tom. He got the double stun off, but Ticket coming in is going to keep Spen low, and Cube knows it, so he comes in to try to chip damage. Drage comes in with a nice cycle there. Tom with a pickup to MMA, also 15 stars, but a turnaround potential. With that smash from Spen will seal the deal. 20 stars and the blue star to Tribe, and we are all tied up in set 1.
That was buttery smooth stuff there. Start to finish, obviously Drage goes in very aggressively. Make no mistake, everybody. Tribe are playing the difficult composition here. Their setup is very challenging and it's not safe to play. But if you can pull it off, you get these crazy exciting moments like we just saw there. Fantastic Mortis play. I love the dash there. And you saw the Piper super got baited out there by Drage. He realized that he wouldn't be able to get that kill and get those stars. Try and, play for sort of control. But no, these guys they're ballsy. I love it. Spen, though, tries to find that blue star and he's punished.
Well, I like this from Tribe. Sort of now going back to kind of what things I would tend to play myself. I'm a big Piper fan here, and Sprout is a nice choice from Spen to be able to lock down these lanes and then have Tom come in for a bit of assassination attempt. Could be a great strategy to have going into this matchup, but this is going to be a slow start, but 3. Oh, now a nice takedown from Drake. We'll change this to a 3-2. But it is still Tribe just slightly behind. Nice block off there from Spen on the right-hand side, forcing Cube into a bit of a spot here. Support from Drake, but the home mirror we did miss, and a returning one is going to keep him very, very low now.
Drage has to pop the super there and actually eliminate some of the cover that Piper wants, because that's the star power that Drage has. So it will increase his effectiveness firing from these bushes. Tom has actually made a lane switch here, so he wasn't able to really do too much about Cube there. And see him try and look for an opportunity to open this up a little bit more, but it is up to Tribe. They need to find an opening in this. So much terrain blocking their line of sight that might prove difficult.
Cube's going to pop the image there, and Drage finds it. Oh, he's the lollipop drop as well, but Tom with the pickup. That's going to get Tribe Gaming EU that he's very, very calculated. It's got to be said, especially when, for all intensive purposes there, Cube was at his strongest.
You're dead right, but this is years of Brawl Stars experience now starting to shine through from Tribe Gaming. They knew exactly how to just pick out a couple stars and put themselves in the lead, and now it's all up to NAVI. Can they do something about these veterans that have really started to stake their claim now? MMA is so low, it's going to be a hedge to prevent him from advancing any further forward. Jason needs to be careful. The space sword's being thrown in his direction now. Cube just disintegrates as he walks up to Tom. Beautiful stuff there from Tribe Europe. They show us 2 distinctly different looks. They're flashy and I love it.
Yeah, it was quite a close finale there, but a wild, nice timed retreat back into the spawn there for Tribe Gaming EU, and they did have a nice celebration at the end of that matchup, so clearly spirits running high, as you've got to keep that in your side. I mean, we saw earlier today just how much it benefited the Tribe Gaming NA team. Much the same sort of vibe on the stage at the moment with everyone celebrating. Off that of Tom, so I think that's kind of fair to say that with Leon it's kind of harder to gain those moments of traction with your shots. You've got to kind of time them very, very carefully. But we are swiftly moving past Layer Cake into Backyard Brawl for Brawl Ball. And, you know, very, very open-spaced map, sometimes a bit stalemate. We saw earlier today some slow starts to the game. I kind of wonder how this one's going to go for these two teams.
Yeah, I think you make a great point there, because vastly different to Layer Cake in terms of its sort of setup there. Now, Layer Cake's the kind of map where, you know, the crew from Tribe can play a sort of, you know, close-up composition because they can dodge a lot of the poke damage coming in. You know, Sprout also worked there because you can box people in. Here, it's a little bit harder, but so many sharpshooters still available, right? Bell was the only one that actually ended up getting banned off. I do like the...
That's what I've noticed so far as well, but look at this. Look at the comp that NAVI are running. The Mortis and the Frank, and they're not wasting any time. We are not wasting time in terms of the game. We went straight in, and NAVI went straight for the prize. Taken care of now, but Drage had to earn that mech pretty quick to be able to defend that.
Absolutely. SpenLC just got absolutely blown up. I think he thought he could get up close and personal to the Frank, but he's punished there. Drage, he wanted to try and get that super hit on towards Jason because Mortis is pretty darn squishy. Drage is going to be knocked out of the mech here, and Spen's going to be in trouble. He goes for the super, full treatment lands, but MMA's going to walk it in. Is there anyone to stop him? MMA, he just sends it into the back of the net.
Nicely done. Got to be said, especially considering it's a spike there. I think so many pros now are kind of edging towards Life Plant as a saving maneuver on the gadget side. It definitely has lived popping Pinkish into a state where sometimes it's actually quite useful to have in those preventation measures. Let's see now, Spin passes the ball forwards. Oh, a nice Life Plant there from Tom, and it did actually help get the takedown onto Cube. So great synergy there. The super going down as well. Trying to, I imagine, bait out the super here. Will they connect? Straight to the swipes. Tom's able to walk it in. I can't believe that MMA did not go for the smash there.
It seems like it was a little bit too late. Maybe MMA expects to have a little bit more time, but you know, Tom had himself positioned in that bottom left corner, and it's a miscalculation, I think, there from NAVI, who had the tools to slow that down.
Nice super pass away from Spen.
He's so buttery smooth.
I think he had to, yeah. He had to push it away, and now with a swipe on the shot, surely it's there! It is there! Tribe are able to get the second goal, despite being behind for the start of the game.
Oh, Spenny's unreal there. You saw what was happening. MMA was trying to go for the setup, right? Fire off the ball, go for a stunning blow and secure a goal. But Spen received the super shot and then is able to get the ball away, and he doesn't get caught by the stunning blow. That is dirty. Dirty stuff there. And again, I like this team. They're showing a little bit of flair here. It's a lot of fun to see. NAVI tried to bring the Mortis. They said, look, we can play that kind of game too, but you know, you are dealing with Byron. That Byron super can really turn a fight around in a pinch there. So great read from Tribe to have a pretty solid composition against that.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I love the way that NAVI came out so quickly. They knew they had
form. That's like more than 3.4K, right? So, you know, you can basically one hit, you know, a brawler that's taken any damage that's not Frank, which is huge. And Drage was very solid with that one. He did not miss. He could be the big tip. Jason trying to go in, full treatment drop there by Spen. Also a self-injector, so all the healing coming out, and it's not enough. At least it doesn't keep Drage up. MMA wants to try and come forwards here. Noise cancelling. No, it's going to be Tom to find the elimination. Ball heading to the top left.
Like, good decision making there from Tribe to leave Cube and just kind of get that off the respawn or get the ball away in the eventuality that it would be a more aggressive play with Jason then coming in, getting the cycle, finds it, second super coming in, Spence connected, surely MMA can walk this in, it's not going to be enough DPS, that is going to be the same story, and Avi will get the first goal.
You can see just how much depends on Drage being in mech, right? Now he's able to do that. He didn't have his super available beforehand. Now we have to play a little differently here, but Jason still wants to go aggressive, but he does. Clean Spen's clock. Perfect lifeblood there, and okay, this was not nearly as close this time around.
Not at all. Oh my word. Jason. He was absolutely popping off. I mean, he was on fire that game, and I think a very different NAVI coming out of that game. The pins said a lot to me as well. I think that was their plan originally all along. It didn't work out in the last game, but it absolutely did in that game, and you can see that was kind of what they envisioned off the back of their scrims. Coming into play, the B would be a great counter to it. He's actually going to stay with the Meg. I don't mind that, but Tom going on Tara. Hang about, Tom. Is this the right time for this? We know how your Tara pulls go, Tom. You thought this through. Again, we've been saying time and time again today that teams have been scrimming some crazy ideas, but Tom on Tara, I don't know, Uber. I've seen it all.
Okay. So Tom obviously going up against well, it's a mobile composition he's going up against it, with the exception of the Frank here. So yeah, landing these pulls is not going to be the simplest thing. Cube also waiting for someone to walk into the circle. Tom finally deciding to help him out and to help him build a little bit of super up. Okay, there's the aggressive play from Jeton, and it's beautiful. Spen cannot heal up quickly enough. There's no burst healing available from Self-Injector. It comes over time, and it's too slow.
Yeah, Drage was in a difficult spot realistically there. Couldn't do much more than he did. No honesty, the walls are down after the result of MMA. And look at this, the hunt is on and NAVI can smell the goal. There's the walk-in. Q will be the man to do it. And that is a lot of pressure. And yeah, the timer coming down to that 1 minute mark means that Tribe have got to respond very quickly.
NAVI threatening here. Obviously, Tribe at the risk of losing this set as it stands. Drage having to get in this mech here, but Jeton goes deep. Gets the mech out. Okay, that's the gravity used to secure the kill on Cube, but Jeton is still at large. Oh! Sense impacting now, and stunning goes going to catch two. Okay. Still, MMA is caught in position with that gravity. That's the only thing stopping Tribe Gang from getting ruined.
Oh, I thought that was going to be going in, because I think that's what ideally what Tom wanted, was to get the suck, the pull there, to be able to take away and have the ball trickle in, but it didn't quite work out the way I think that Tribe intended, and there's a good team wipe there for NAVI. The ball coming through. Cube has got that super pass. He goes straight on Spen with the stun. Oh my goodness me, Cube! Oh my word! What a calculated play, and the chaining of that was just unreal, Uber.
I mean, it was disgusting. I mean, torpedo throw in, backs off the target. He knows he doesn't even need to, you know, finish off the stun target, and he has the super shot available. That is filthy stuff. You'd love to see that, you know, clever gadget used there from a Buzz player, and NAVI had it all figured out.
That was amazing. That was a fantastic Buzz moment, and just great utilization of those supers to really make the distance just closed so incredibly quickly. And you know, that was a great moment for NAVI to turn this one around. You can see just how much they needed that to bring back the smiles on their faces, because until that moment, again, I was looking mainly towards MMA. I was getting a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, the Mortis play is looking very, very good for NAVI as well. There is not much that Byron can do once that Mortis comes charging for them. And I think, yeah, it was a tough one for Spen. He was like, well, guys, I mean, unless I have a super available, I can't burst heal myself. I can't heal myself without a gadget in general. So unless we do something about this Mortis, who's, by the way, pretty swaggy, not gonna lie. That was very impressive stuff here, and a great way for NAVI to bounce back in this series, showing that it's no fluke that they're the #1 team in the EECA region. And well, Tribe EU, they've been put on notice now. Is there a way to deal with this Mortis? Will that become a factor in, you know, maps down the track? Ring of Fire comes up here for Hot Zone in our third set.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest, this was a bit of a struggle for Tribe throughout the majority of this year. Hot Zone, by far, from their best mode, and I'm sure for that reason, though, at the same time, preparations have surely gone in, because, you know, they're going to know it, and teams have been spending a lot of time addressing their weaknesses, but are
looking at the least experienced player of Tribe to try and get in his head. Oh, okay. Oh, we have to lose. This is so cheesy, but such a powerful strat here, of course, on a map like Ring of Fire.
I do like it. I think it can still work. I've got to say as well, I love the Tara pick. I've been saying it for a long time. I think that Tara here can absolutely work. It's given teams like, you know, AC Milan Qlash a really, really tough time. And if you get yourself knuckled in on that left-hand side, you can cause some serious problems. But now, Tribe starting to recollect. Pressure onto MMA, who's forced back behind the healing station there, as Jeton continuing to suppress Drage with those heals coming in big time from Spen to keep him in the middle. This one's just got a little bit closer now, about 10% between them.
Yeah, I mean, Jeton had to get a little bit aggressive there. Drage is constantly being pumped with healing by Spen, but there's just too much for Spen to keep up with. Cube getting up that close, all three cards connecting. There's no way you can keep your Lou in the fight. Now, Tom awkwardly has to double back a little bit there, but Spen is able to win the 1v1 against Cube. NAVI, though, have a distinct lead here. They're so tanky. It's so hard for Tribe to break in.
Oh, good connection there from... I didn't honestly feel that Drage was going to survive that one. It looked very, very close indeed, but they do manage to get the takedown there. MMA coming back in now, but there's a lot of good momentum already with NAVI. Cube using that super there, good time to do so. They've got full control, and they are suppressing this one so successfully well. Look at the aggressiveness of that Pam healing station as well, so far forwards, and they can afford to be.
I mean, it's the Lu gadgets that are so scary as well. If you're sat inside that super, I mean, the gadget use will just add 50% to how frozen you are. Look at that, MMA just be blown up instantly. Again, Lu super's all over the place here. It was super cool that he's going to be doing some freezing, but it's the tankiness of the Pam. Hard to deal with. They're body blocking the healing station, but Jason's in trouble. It doesn't matter. Na'Vi spent so much time because of their durability on the point.
Fantastic work from NAVI. Again, I did like the comp from the get-go, but they wasted no time in getting down to the nitty-gritty, and I think that for me was the most important thing. They went straight to the zone. They had to make that early stand, and as soon as they had the moment to kind of like relax a little bit, they did not do that. They just kept going, keep pushing that healing station forwards, and yeah, I did like the Pam over the Byron myself. I think Byron is definitely a really, really good idea to bring in, but Pam has just got
spike elements here from Tribe if they bring it back in, make an impact. Ooh, very different. Meg is here. Na'Vi still want to play Giga Tanky though.
We have seen this before this year, and I do like it a lot. I've got to say, it's been a while since the Unfriendly Bushes came in as a gadget for Rosa. It's been such a favorable choice, but this is where GrowLight can really make its mark. At the moment, though, it's a great start for Tribe Gaming. You have taken back control very quickly. Drage with some great swipes there on the Meg, getting good value there. But MMA coming in now as well. It's going to have to be his match here. Tom, though, this entire time has been sat in the mid.
Drage. That is nice from Drage. Obviously, Frank can be pretty easy to juke, but not when you're a huge target like you're in this Meg. Drage got another super there, and now he's going to regen some of that health, so it's going to be a little bit hard to get him out of this mech at the moment. And he's using the GrowLight to his own advantage, closing the gap so that super in mech at 3.4k or more damage gets to be used liberally.
Great work from Tom there. Cube as well kept very low as a result, and I think that's a brawler which is fair to say Tom would love to go towards. I'm surprised it took so long to see it, in all honesty. It's one of his go-tos here. Drage has the swipe as well, which is keeping MMA low despite all that HP, but now this is the chance for NAVI. The score is actually very close, all things considered. Tribe has some great moments, but look at this. It's almost neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean, the GrowLight, MMA getting to stand inside the bushes here on the point. Cube able to zone from his left-hand side and actually winning the 1v1 against Tom. It's going to be dangerous now for Tribe EU. Drage is trying to move up here, but Jason has another lifeblood. And again, the Mortis is a menace for Tribe. Na'Vi come up with the goods once more.
2 sets to 1. 2 sets to 1, and yeah, I gotta say it's a lot quieter in the studio. Again, a lot of concentration, no doubt about it, from the Tribe guys. But I'd love to be able to hear the NAVI celebrations as well. But they are looking much more confident than they did earlier today, taking the lead now, which is a massively important factor here. And yeah, Tribe are gonna have to rethink this one and consider greatly how they proceed.
Absolutely. They have not been able to shake the monkey that is Mortis off their back, right? Spen still found himself in that really unenviable position of being Byron and having to stave off the Mortis. You know, you kind of mentioned that you like the Pam a little bit more because of the AoE healing and that extra durability. Also, Scrap Sucker can be, if you can hit that Mortis with it, you know, and try and make life, or just at least get value out of it in the middle of the map, it can make life a little bit hard there. But again, Byron is where Tribe want to be, and unfortunately 6 feet under is where Byron is in this matchup. Definitely a lot to consider here, but put it out of your mind, I suppose, as you move on. Gem Grab is going to be Pro, for example. He might have slowing toxin and just be really annoying, or you know, having to deal with that mech of Meg. Having a safe place to play from is huge there. So really nicely done there, and Na'Vi play around, letting their Frank just be hard to move from the point. Hard Rock Mine coming up next for Gem Grab.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Tribe Gaming pretty grateful that it's not Minecart Madness. But I do like that one myself. But Hard Rock Mine is definitely much more of the OG style Brawl Stars maps. And Gem Grab, you know, arguably amongst the scene, one of the most balanced of the maps for Gem Grab. You know, we're going to see definitely, I feel, some brawls that we've yet to see. Maybe some LeNain to be able to suppress those right and left hand sides. The bans, again, if you missed them at the beginning, were Poco and Max on the side of Tribe. Tribe Gaming EU, Lola and Bell for Navi. And I think that they were very, very good bans, very appropriate bans for me. It's going to definitely give an interesting conversation towards who is going to be the gem carrier in this match. Is it going to be a Jeton? Is it going to be a Sandy? Is it going to be a Piper? It's definitely going to make an impact, and how those lanes are held is going to determine whether those gems can be contested or not.
Yeah, I like Tribe's idea of banning safe mids. You know, making it hard for, you know, or at least leaving less of those really safe gem carriers available.
Yeah.
Max is used all the time in this map, right? You mentioned Sandy, Rico thrown in the mix, Leon is still there. So there are still a ton of ways of, you know, having a carrier that can sort of do work. So, okay, Mortis here for Drage. He is not messing about, but again, I mean, everyone's so tanky on the side of Na'Vi. Like, where do you find the damage?
The Gorilla coming into play yet again as well, and yeah, Navi wasting no time at all to get that laid down, and, or Tom rather, and MMA just both making their own pushes. A lot of this map is going to be filled with that, and unpredictability coming into play, yeah. Pushing the mid, Spen going to be forced back here as MMA, they'll get some punches to connect here.
There's got to be some respect for that torpedo throw here. The stun for Drage, it spells his demise. He cannot get caught under that sort of crowd control out in the open. Now, between the Rosa and the Pan, it's going to be less of an issue for Drage. He wants to try and dive in on the gem carrier. A lot of damage. Lifeblood used Jason so low, but throws that healing station down. Spen tries to step in to help out, and Drage is still standing, but the gems are still with Jason for now.
Who's on 616 HP. He was so lucky to survive that situation. Teammates came on accordingly to ensure that those gems, if they did go down, were going to remain there. But this is the moment that Tribe have got to capitalize on again. They do not want to be facing off against the match point. Great aggression Spen throwing down the healing station as well. Tom has got 2 gem there. He's got to be very, very careful coming back from this spawn.
He's not getting away. The stuns from Cube have been absolutely pivotal here. First on Drage, who's trying to drive in, try and find a way to get access to Jason. Then is to take 2 gems away from Tom. This is looking dire for Tribe, and there needs to be a big playmate here. Drage is the one to watch.
MMA pops the super. Drage going in with the timing perfection there, but the gems were dropped, and there were Tribe's gems that dropped, not Navi's. They're going to be picking them back up. A bit of a reset, but nonetheless, that is a great moment for Navi to be able to capitalize with those 12 gems safely in the pocket for Jason.
Navi going to be whiling away these last few moments comfortably as Jason sheepishly backtracks to the top of the map with 12 gems to his name. And there it is. The Buzz play was just incredible. You know, we think about Buzz as an assassin arc who wants to dive in, eliminate these single targets. But this was reactive, defensive Buzz play. Navi realized their most potent tool in their arsenal was the stun, not the engage from Buzz. And using that torpedo. Here it is. Tribe Gaming EU fighting for the World Finals life. They're coming with a Buzz here. Drage wants to try and match Cube, and they get that elimination there in the Buzz fight at the top of your screen. Jason now has much more to threaten him. Drage fancies a safer kind of assassin this time around.
Yeah, Tom being cautious on the left as well, but Cube's going to find him there with the stun as well. But this is what I mean, the support is always there for Navi. MMA was there, had the fists connecting nicely. Drake as well, going to stun the turret and also MMA to get out of the situation. But look at Cube, he's on fire. The guy cannot be stopped. He's so low now though, and Spen has a hasty retreat.
Great timing from Tommy. Body blocks there for Spen. Keeps the gems on the carrier, but Drage falls. He had a couple of his own after a successful foray and assassination on Jason. MMA's not going to get away either, though, when this puts Tribe in the lead. This is going to be a scrappy affair. Not one-sided at all. No, it's going to be close, but Cube gets a stun on Drage. He's going to be able to get away with those gems now. Healing station thrown down to keep Cube alive. Another stun on Tom, and he's eliminated. This is getting out of hand.
Cube's insane. Absolutely insane. And I'm just going to go out and say that. I've been saying it for a very long time. I do feel like he is and has been developing so well this year. Fantastic aggression and cycling ability from that man. And he's not done yet. Continuing now. But can Tribe stop this? One more gem to spawn for countdown. And it's coming out now, Uber.
Huge scrap sucker there from Jason. It looked like Drage was going to go in for the kill, but he had to turn tail and run instead. 12 seconds left in the round now. Strong stuff used by both Roses. Tom's trying to get towards the Pam, but MMA stands in his way. Drage gets dove on by Cube. He's forced to back away. He doesn't have the health for this, and there it is, a reset. You're right. Navi is still close, though. They need one more to get the counter going.
Oh my word, can Tribe continue to keep this one up? The gems are split, it must be said. I don't think it's time for enough of a reset to spawn from the mid. Q going in, does get taken care of, but Tom had to use his super to go in. He won't be able to go as aggressive as he is, but the stun from Drage, the connection is there. MMA is going low, it's the time and ticked down enough. I think that NAVI may just have it, and they have knocked out Tribe Gaming EU.
Absolute exaltation here for NAVI, competing in the ECA region, looking over at the competition in Europe and thinking, yeah, we could take a piece of that. We could make a splash in that region. Well, now they've done so in one of the biggest ways possible, downing crowd favorites Tribe EU in the first round of the World Finals. And you can see these champions of the past will remain champions of the past.
It has not been a good day for EMEA. It has not been a good day for EMEA, as again,